Alright, what is going on, guys? So we're going to be finally getting the Cobra back on the road today, hopefully. We have the GForce axles here. We picked them up for the Cobra. They are now in. We have a snapped driver's side axle. If you haven't seen that clip, insert it here. So obviously launched the car pretty hard and broke this side axle. So we now have upgraded GForce axles to go ahead and handle anything we throw at. So here is one of them. The other one is on the other side. These are GForce, pretty much bolt-in 31 spline for the diff and stock output spline. So we pretty much just bolt these in place of the factory unit and they're significantly stronger. So we're gonna get started here. Pretty simple install from what I saw. I checked out Danny Johnson's video, which I'll link up there. He probably does better tutorials than I do. But we're gonna be getting started. I actually have the brakes already off because I stole one of the brake bolts for the Bullet and then replaced it. So yeah, let's get cracking. If we're lucky, the impact will break it loose. This is the broken one, by the way.
It is a 36.
Yeah, buddy. The DeWalt put in work. Yeah. Right on the money, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, the DeWalt put in work.
DeWalt for the win.
Yeah, man. Harbor Freight would take like eight charges to do that.
8 or 7 charges.
I don't even think it would have taken it off.
Shout out to Zach for leaving tools.
Yes, he lent me the DeWalt. It always happens. I start working on the car, get too involved, don't film. Then you guys are like, man, Andrew don't work on his own cars. He just pays that Nick guy. Oh, man. Nick is a pro, though. I am the novice. So this is actually broke, so come on, I want to slide. Dang it. Woo! And that, my friends, is what we broke. Pretty nice.
Pretty busted. Kind of snotty.
Yeah, definitely a little snotty. Definitely pretty broken.
So what we got under here? Oh look, it's busted.
Hey, can you pull that out?
So I think we found your problem.
Yeah, this isn't connected to the other shaft.
So now we got stock linked again.
Alright, so it's actually really not a bad job at all. We ended up taking the shock bolt out, which lowered the control arm down enough. The stock axles will actually come out pretty much easy, but we had a little bit of clearance issues with the control arm and everything, so by lowering the control arm and unbolting the shock, allowed us to slide the GForce axle in, and we're pretty much tightening up the brakes, and technically the car is drivable once again, but we're going to put the other side in. Really hasn't been too bad, right?
No, not at all.
And now that we know, I mean, we were a little bit like stumped for about 5 minutes. We're like, well, how are we going to get this axle in but with it so big? But
yeah.
Now, tightening up the brake bracket, and now we're good. All right, Lee and I pretty much banged this thing out together. Axles in, put on the brake, get the rear on the ground, and then we'll swap the front street wheels back on as well. Because, yeah, street driving, street car. All right, you ready?
Yep, let's send it.
Oh, that's a little too hard.
What is this?
Oh my God.
What is this?
It's on the ground.
Is it on the ground?
Oh my gosh. What are we doing?
So for the people that follow the channel, drop in the comments down below how long this thing's been in the air.
for those of you who are new, I'd like to introduce my 2003 Mustang Cobra. Like 700 wheel horsepower, and it's been sitting since October.
We're going back up in the air again.
Now for another 3 months. My bias plug, 27-inch front tires.
Is this Andrew working on his own car?
I don't work on cars. I actually had Nick come over, and that's why we didn't film that part. Sorry, guys.
But if you notice, he kind of dipped his hand in grease.
Yeah, I wanted to put on the appearance that I was working on the car. Oh, it's gonna storm on me again. So, stock axles on a Cobra. 1.560 foot, you're good. Further than that, well, you see what happens. So I guess I just throw these away now. Well, I'll keep one spare. If anyone needs one stock, I guess, passenger side, then yep. I'm just gonna throw them in higher.
All right, so what are we doing now?
Woo! Sending it.
Okay, cool.
Apparently.
Andrew's excited to have his car back.
Yeah.
I feel like excitement's not his word. Like, it doesn't really describe what he feels right now to see his car on the ground.
Let me fix all that brake dust from the bullet. Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Semi cleaned up.
How long has it been since you started it?
Not too long.
So what are we doing now?
Get some food. Is there any car behind me?
No cars behind you.
Do I put the mirror up? It's probably the brakes because they're rusty, right?
Yep.
The deed is done. We are moving.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, those brakes gonna need to resurface themselves. I need to fix that.
Yes.
All right, first drive down, she made it. And I missed this car. It's so pretty. All right. 50,000 miles.
50K already. Time to trade it in.
Trade it in. Damn. Get that new GT500. Someone just give me 100K, please. Now, if I remember how to drive this car. Careful with the bacon. She drives. Oh man. Gotta fix the wideband. I took some wires out for the bullet. I'm sorry, baby. Oh man.
So why are we babying the car so far?
Well, it has E85 in here, and I mean, honestly, it would probably be fine to get on it, but first of all, we don't have wideband, and two, the E85 is a little old. I talked to a good friend, Joe Goodenough at VP. He told me, just run it out and just put fresh E85 in it, and it'll be fine. We have a fuel filter in the fuel system for a reason, so if there's any gunk, it'll just clog up in there, and I'll just put a new fuel filter in it. Woo! So yeah, I'm gonna drive to work tomorrow, fill it up with some fresh E85, and let her rip tighter chip.